It is said that geopolitics is never going to allow you to sleep. Why? Because geopolitical issues are going to have certain way of permutation and combinations. If this will happen, then what will happen? If this will happen, what will happen? So in this context, there are a lot of geopolitical issues which are creating a lot of permutation combinations, like Russia-Ukraine war, Taiwan-China conflict, okay, and Middle East conflict where the Arab countries, especially Palestine and Israel, are there. Now, apart from all these issues, another issue which was almost dead few years ago, but again it came into the limelight, and that is US and Iran nuclear deal. In 2015, US and Iran signed joint comprehensive plan of action, popularly known as JCPOA. JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Under this, Iran plus P5, the permanent members of UNSC. United Nations Security Council have total 15 members. Out of that 15 members, 5 are the permanent member and 10 members are temporary. They are being elected for 2 years. Fine. So P5 plus Germany. P5 plus Germany and Iran, they have signed an agreement. And under that agreement, Iran will stop enriching the uranium up to the weapon grade uranium. And Iran will allow the inspection of their nuclear sites so that it will be assured that Iran is not upgrading their nuclear weapon up to the weapon grade uranium. Okay, and this deal was signed by President Barack Obama. Okay, signed by Barack Obama, Iranian president, and other P5 plus Germany, they have signed this agreement. And if Iran is going to do this, then the sanctions which are on Iran, that sanctions will be lifted. So that was a deal which was happened in 2015. But in 2018, when President Donald Trump assumed the power, he rejected this deal. He outrightly came out of this agreement. He said that this deal is a weak deal. Why? Because this deal has not pushed Iran back for their weapon development program. And Iran is consistently upgrading their weapons, especially ballistic missiles. So because it's a weak deal, now we are going to withdraw. So after the withdrawal of this deal, the sanctions will be remain on Iran. Sanctions were not removed. And Iran also said that if the sanction will be not removed and deal is dead, we will continue with our what? We will continue with our nuclear program. 3 days back, President Trump have made a surprise move. Same Donald Trump in 2018, he said that deal is a weak. But after assuming the power, he again make a surprise move. Why I'm using the word surprise? Because it was not expected from the same person who rejected that deal in 2018. But Donald Trump, in a surprise move, wrote a letter and he made this thing in the media. I wrote a letter to the Iranian leadership to renegotiate that deal. After this announcement, he made that we are going to ask the Iranians to go for the negotiation for the new deal. Then on the next day, Fox News have asked this question to Donald Trump, what make you move to write a letter to the Iran? Then President Donald Trump said that we can deal with the Iran in 2 ways. We can deal with the Iran in 2 ways. Either we have to go for the war or we have to negotiate. And I do not want to hurt Iran. That is why I'm looking forward for the deal. So indirectly, he is trying to threaten. If you will not negotiate, then we will use what? force. Fine. But that has created a lot of buzz in the international community that outstanding issue will be resolved. Iran, which is developing the nuclear weapon, if it will give up the nuclear weapon, there will be more peace in the region. And if Iran will come in the mainstream, if Iran is going to come in the mainstream and Iran will be allowed to trade their oil with other countries, the price of oil is also going to be reduced. This was a kind of expectation of international community when Donald Trump have announced that he have wrote a letter. But 2 days back, the Supreme Leader of Iran, Mr. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, he said that we are not going to negotiate with the bully countries. We are not going to negotiate with the bully countries. Here, he do not mention the name of what? He do not mention the name of US. But his indication was clear. He was referring to the statement given by the Donald Trump to the Fox News, in which he said that we do not want to hurt the Iran. We do not want to go for the war. But if Iran is not going to be submissive, then we are going to do what? Then we are going to use the force. So in that context, Iran have rejected the idea of what? Iran has rejected the idea of any kind of the negotiation with the bully country. What it means that? Is it means that Iran is not going to deal with the US? And if it's so, then what will be the next move of Donald Trump? Here there are certain burning questions. So first of all, here two countries are dealing, fine? And in the international relations, there is no permanent friend, there is no permanent enemy. Things are happening on the basis of national interest. Fine. So Donald Trump found that if we will try to pressurize Iran, maybe Iran is going to accept those conditions like Zelensky. What Zelensky said that he was humiliated at White House, and 2 days after that humiliation, he made an announcement that we are ready to deal with whom? US. And that was a kind of a confirmation for Donald Trump that if I will use this pressure tactic, people will bow down in front of me and they will make a deal. But this pressure tactic didn't work with whom? Country like Iran. Now Iran is also exerting pressure. What you are offering me for the deal, clearly state that if I will ready to negotiate, what I am going to get from whom? US. So there is a bargain tactic between these two countries. Both are trying to exert maximum pressure on each other so that they can get a better deal. So it is going to be very interesting how things are going to move in next few days. Fine. So I hope you understand the scenario. What is your opinion? What do you think? What is going to happen in this case? Write in the comment, and if it is appropriate, we will also reply you back, and we will also make the video on upcoming events on the India, on the Iran and US nuclear issue. Thank you.
కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ప్రత్యేకంగా సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ ఎగ్జామ్ సంబంధించి ఏ ఆప్షన్ చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి, ప్రిపరేషన్ ఎప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఏ బుక్స్ రిఫర్ చేయాలి, ఇలాంటి డౌట్స్ ఉంటే CSBIS అకాడమీని కాంటాక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. దీనికి సంబంధించి నా పర్సనల్ అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఈ వీడియో పైన డిస్ప్లే అవుతున్న కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్కి ఫోన్ చేసి తీసుకోవచ్చు.